Bole Sri Gajanan Swami ki jai. Welcome devotees to Sunday morning service, and may commend you, those of you who are here early at this point in time. Inclement weather, but it didn't keep back some of you, which is good. We'll begin as we normally do with our opening prayer. Let's all join. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Bhagavan He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, हमें दया करो। गुरुर ब्रह्मा गुरुर विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ओम सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी मंत्र मूर्ति सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधा वरनो रघुबर बिमल यश जोदायक फलचार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मुहि हरहु क्लेश विकार। सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। हे नाथ मम संकट हरु हरि। बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। बैठ जाइए, प्लीज बी सीटेड। ऑफर द फ्लावर्स। Take flowers in your hand. The journey continues, devotees. We perform our chaupais. Now, just in case we have been performing the chaupais mechanically, just remember that these chaupais have been extracted from Sri Ramcharitamanas. Each one is like a mantra. The first one, Pravishinagar Kiji Sevakaja. For success, as we embark upon any project, chanting this ensures success. If we have to go to any foreign land, जो विदेश चाहे कुशलाई, तो यह सुमिरी चले चौपाई। रथ चढ़ी सिया सहित दो भाई, चले बनही अवरही शरनाई। When Sri Ram, Daya Lakshman, Sita Mata went into the forest, this is stated and extracted from by Swami Gopal Das. This powerful chaupai, chanting it, ensures success in foreign lands, distant places. And so we go on for sustenance, for celebrations, mangal, friendship, having that right vehicle of success, victory, Rath, Jai Rath. Sakha dharmai asrat jagi, jeetan kahana katanu puta ke. It culminates with Vaha Shobha Samaja Sukha. Whatever genuine, legitimate desires we have in heart, if we chant this with firm belief and conviction, success comes. Not to mention Pawan Putra Bajrang Bali, Bandhu Pawan Kumar. I bow to Pavan Putra, in whose heart resides Sri Ram, Sita, Lakshman. As a fire destroys a forest of dry wood, dry trees, etc., this powerful Sordha taken from Sri Ramcharitamanas destroys negativities, enemy forces. So devotees, it's a comprehensive set of chaupais extracted from Sri Ramcharitamanas. And if you realize in life we're all subjected to these situations where we need help, success. So just focus when you chaupai, and when you chant the chaupai, remember it is a powerful mantra. Very, very powerful. So I am just mentioning it to you because I don't want it to be done mechanically. Focus.
प्रवेशी नगर कीजे सब काज, हृदय रखी कौशलपुर राज, रथ चढ़ी सिया सहित दू जहाँ के सुमिरन तेरी तू नाश, नाम शतु हन वेद प्रकाश, विश्व भरन पोषण कर जो कर नाम भरत होई, जब तेरा ब्याही घर आई, नित नव मंगल मूद बधाई, सखा धर्म में शरत जाके, जीतन कहन कतहुई पुताके, जय राम श्री राम, जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय जय सीता राम, जय जय राम। वह शोभा जो समाज सुख कहतन बने खगेश, वरने शारद शेष सुती, सोरस जान महेश सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। बंदो पवन कुमार खलबन पावक ज्ञान घन, जासु हृदय आगर, बस ही राम क्षरचापधर.
Now we chant 12 Akshar mantra. This 12 syllable mantra chanted way back by Raja Manu, Rani Shatrupa. When they became disgusted with the world, reaching that state of sannyas, both repaired to the forest to try to find that divine, undergoing various forms of self-discipline, self-purification. They focused on the divine, the unseen, and they chanted this very same mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And what was the intent behind such a sacrifice? They wanted to see the unseen. That one which many say cannot assume a form, does not assume a form. This was their desire. That if the words of the Vedas are true, we are going to see the divine. This is a mantra they used. And many years afterwards, it is said in that very same line, Bhakta Dhruv, the very same mantra he used. The ancestors took many years of their lives to get that Lord to assume a form, which he did. Bhakta Dhruv, in 6 months' time, he caused the very same effect for that Lord to appear. Sank Chakra Gada Parma. The child, purity of mind, focused. Not that the ancestors were not, but they blazed the trail for the younger ones to follow. And as the Gita says, everyone walks the path, the very same path that great men set. Leaving footprints on the sands of time, we follow them. So devotees again, not mechanically, understand the power of this mantra. As a matter of fact, it is to a great extent inexpressible. Its true power. It has its effect. Chant it and you will see the difference.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 बोलिए श्री वासुदेव भगवान की जय। And devotees, we are told in all of our scriptures, the spiritual preceptor, the Guru, is the one who guides us. He provides the key, as it were, to unlock the secrets of the universe. It is important to seek the blessings of the Guru. Devotees, many of you would have been initiated, so I would like you to concentrate on your respective gurus. Those of you who have not yet been initiated, you may visualize any form of divinity that pleases you best. सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन हे, परम दया घन पावन हे। सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन हे, सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन हे। परम दया घन पावन हे। परम दया घन पावन हे। जन्म छ दुख विनाशन हे, जन्म च दुख विनाशन हे। जगदुद्धारण कारण है, जगदुद्धारण कारण है। राम कृष्ण सनातन है, राम कृष्ण सनातन है। भव भय जलधि करन परम दया घन पावन हे। जन्म दुख विनाशन हे। जन्म दुख विनाशन हे। जगद उद्धारण कारण हे। जगद उद्धारण कारण हे। राम कृष्ण सनातन हे। राम कृष्ण सनातन हे। 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 राम कृष्ण सनातन हे। भव भय जलधि तरन हे। भव भय जलधि तरन हे। सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन हे। परम दया घन पावन हे। बोले श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। And devotees, before we perform simple puja, we will glorify the Pancha Devata. Simple Kirtan which we all know. Let's put the voices together. He Ramba Hare Jai, He Ramba Hare. 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 Jai Durga Hare, Jai Jai Durga Hare. Jai Durga Hare, Jai Jai Durga Hare. Jai Durga Hare, Jai Jai Durga Hare. Jai Durga Hare, Jai Jai Devi Hare. Jai Shiva Hare, Jai Jai Shiva Hare. Jai Shiva Hare, Jai Jai Shiva Hare. Jai Shiva Hare, Jai Jai Shiva Hare. Jai Shiva Hare, Shiva Shankar Hare. Jai Vishnu Hare, Jai Jai Vishnu Hare. Jai Vishnu Hare, Jai Jai Vishnu Hare. Jai Vishnu Hare, Jai Jai Vishnu Hare. जय विष्णु हरे जय जय विष्णु हरे आदित्य हरे जय आदित्य 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 हरे ओ जपा कर यही नाम मन बावरे ओ जपा कर यही नाम मन बावरे जपा कर यही नाम मन बावरे ओ जपा कर यही नाम मन बावरे जय राम हरे जय जय कृष्ण हरे जय राम हरे जय जय कृष्ण हरे ओ जपा कर यही नाम मन बावरे जय राम हरे जय जय कृष्ण हरे Devotees, we perform simple puja, and remember we have been maintaining that puja can be mansik, vachik, upansu. So the Shruta will be performing the rituals, the physical actions, and each person in your mind can perform your puja. So, Sarika, offer water in front of each murti once. Om Gangaschaiva Godavari Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhi Kurum Shudho Daksnanam Samarpayami Chandan. Om Sri Khanda Chandanam Dibyam Gandhadhyam Sumanoharam Vilepanam Surasreshtam Chandanam Pratigrihitam Chandanam Samarpayami. Okay, flowers. Om Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Ganganapataye Namah. Put a bay leaf for Lord Shiva. Namaschandikayai. Om Namah Shivaya. Offer perfume. Gandham Samarpayami. Light and incense and pass it around. Om Banaspati Rasodbhuto Gandhadhiv Gandha Uttama Aghriyang Sarvadevanang Dhupoyam Pratigrihitam Dhupam Samarpayami. Ganganapataye Namaha Uma Maheshwaraye Namo Namaha Dhupam Samarpayami. All right, put it in the lutari, all right, okay. Do arti, takabbi thali and do arti. Om sajang chavarti sanyuktam vahinna yohitam maya deepam griham divese tailukitim mirapam deepam samarpayami. Bole Shri Gajanan Swami ki jai, Jagadamba Mata ki jai, Umapati Mahadeva ki jai. Rest it one side, all right. Take the prasad for Lord Ganesh. We offer it to Lord Ganesh. Ganesh Bhagwan Naivedyam Samarpayami. Om Sharkara Khand Khadyani Dadhi Chir Ghitani Cha Aharam Bhaksha Bhojam Cha Naivedyam Pratigrihitam. Boli Shri Gajanan Swami ki jai. Durga Mata Naivedyam Samarpayami. Sharkara Khand Khadyani Dadhi Chir Ghitani Cha Aharam Bhaksha Bhojam Cha Naivedyam Pratigrihitam. Namaschandikayai. Put it in front of Idea and leave it here. In front of Durga Ma Murti. Take the one for Lord Shiva. Mahare Baba Naivedyam Samarpayami. Sharkara Khanda Khadyani दधि क्षीर्घितानि च आहारं भक्ष्यभोजं च नैवेद्यं प्रतिगृहीताम्. Om Har Har Mahadev, Namah Shivaya. Offer it right hand bow. All right. Take the manguli for no drop of water on each prasad. Om Achmanam Samarpayami. Ganganapataye Namah. Om Uma Maheshwaraye Namo Namaha. All right. Put it one by Lord Ganesh in front, Nani Prasad, put it in front. All right. Okay. Take a palm leaf, put flowers in it. Yeah. Put the flower, a little bit of rice. And now we concentrate on again Dev. Om Ang Jwalit Mukhe Arun Mata Varun Pita Shandil Gotra Pavakanam Agni Devaye Namostute. Om Nana Ratna Samayuktam Kartaswara Vibhushatam Asanam Deva Devesha Pricharitam Pratigrihitam. Put it in the edge of the berry, very much boxes. Right. Pass water around the fire and offer it on that leaf. Do it 3 times. Gangas Chaiva Godavari Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhi Kuru Shadho Daksnanam Samarpayami. Everybody join together, Gayatri Mantra. At the end of each time, offer ghee into the fire. Right? Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Swaha. 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 Offer all that. I pick up a little bit again, and when I say Swaha, offer a little bit each time. Pick up some more ghee. Om Ganganapataye Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Sim Chandikayai Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Mahalakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Srim Hrim Saraswatyai Swaha. Om Brahmagnaye Namah Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya Swaha. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Suryari Navgraha Devaya Swaha. Om Shri Ishtadevaya Swaha. Shri Kuldevaya Swaha. Asthan Devaya Swaha. Gram Devaya Swaha. Vastu Devaya Swaha. Sarvadevta Sarvadevi Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Of all. Right. Pick up the 5 bay leaves. Mrityunjay mantra. So we're going to say the Mrityunjay mantra, Sarika. At the end of each time, you take 1 bay leaf, dip it into the ghee tip, and put it into the fire. Om Trayambakam Yajamihe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Ivabandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyamamritat. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamihe Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Good. Take bay leaf, no, I'm sorry, neem leaf. Take 1 or 2 pieces and put it into the fire. Om Namah Chandikaya Swaha. All right. Rice, gogul sugar, take some sprinkle around. Om Sarva Devta Sarva Devi Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. All right. Achman 3 times again, water on the fire. Om Sarva Papa Harang Dibyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanang chamaya dattam grihitam purushottama brahmagnaye namaha. Take a flower and fan the fire towards the murtis, yeah, 5 times. Banaspati rasod bhuto gandhadhi gandha uttama agriyang sarvadevanang dhupoyam pratigrihitam. Right? Bow to the flame 5 times. Brahmagnaye namaha. All right. Take 1 or 2 little flowers and we concentrate on Lakshmi Ma. Om Namostestu Mahamaye Se Pithe Sur Pujite Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostude. Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukha Sampadam Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute Siddheshwari Mahalakshmi Mata Namo Namah. Call your Rasi name, then say Navgraha Devata Graha Shanti. Om Brahma Murari Sripurandhakari Bhanu Sashi Bhumi Suto Buddhasya Guru Shukra Shani Rahu Ketavaha Kurvantu Sarve Mamasu Prabhatam Sakal Graha Shanti Sri Suryari Navgraha Devaye Namaha. Om Tat Sat. Offer the flowers in Tabari Deya. Just carefully put it there and bow to the flame. Boliye Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai, Navgraha Devata Ki Jai. Sarika, try to light back the incense now. Right, and put it back. Now, devotees, we will continue. I want to simple bhajan which we all love and should remember, you would like to believe. The advice is that we need to seek that Lord. You know, when we analyze everything in life, what better advice is here than this? Everything has meaning. But the ultimate advice, the objective, highest objective, really seek that Lord and find Him. And as we have been saying time and again, that Lord is within. Aham Brahm Asmi. So all actions we carry out, everything we do, is aimed at going beyond the outer shell, the outer layers that we have, to find our true nature within. Aham Brahm Asmi. Yatha Pindi Tatha Brahmandi. So we have different aspects of divinity, different actions given to us. Every little bit helps. But it's good to understand why we do it. If we just act in a vacuum, nothing happens. So this is the purpose of all the rituals we perform, to get us closer and closer to our true nature. The idea is we're seeking that Lord. As Adi Shankar very beautifully put, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. What else again is here in life, devotees? When you come later on, as you get older, you realize what is here in life. Everything is fickle and fey, according to Chanak Maharaj. We leave everything and we go. But what we make of ourselves, that is what is important. It is not that we don't need the material things, but they are just means towards a greater end. So the idea is to always seek that Lord. Bhaju mana hari hara om, sumiro mana Narayan. Narayana Hari, Narayana Hari. Bhaju mana hari hara om, sumiro mana Narayan. Bhaju mana hari hara om, sumiro mana Narayan. Narayana Hari, Narayana Hari. Narayana Hari, Narayana Hari. Bhaju mana Hari Hara om, sumiro mana Narayan. भजो मन सूरज भजो मन चंद्र भजो मन सूरज भजो मन चंद्र भजो मन पवन सुमीर सुमीरो मन नारायण भजो मन गौरी और गणेश भजो मन गौरी और गणेश भजो मन सती संग शील सुमीरो मन नारायण भजो मन सीता भजो मन राम भजो मन राधा भजो मन श्याम भजो मन सीता भजो मन राम हनु हनु हनुमत वीर सुमीरो मन नारायण भजो मन तुलसी भजो मन चंदन भजो मन तुलसी भजो मन चंदन भजो मन गवन की पीर सुमीरो मन नारायण भजो मन हरि हर ओम सुमीरो मन नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि भजो मन हरि हर ओम सुमीरो मन नारायण सुमीरो मन नारायण सुमीरो मन नारायण Now, devotees, that Lord is said to be all prevailing. We have been hearing this over and over again. We are all at different levels in our spiritual quest. Some at a very high level, they can do more meditation. Others in between. Others, neophytes, now start in their devotions. And they need something concrete that can help to hold their attention. Hinduism has given to us recipes for wherever we are, whatever level we are at. Now, we live in a world of forms, names. We are conditioned to that. And so because of this, in Hinduism, we have many concrete things, as we say, to put our focus upon. But these concrete objects that we have around us, they are all imbued with divinity. And if you analyze closely, the objective really, you start off with this, the physical thing that you see, and the journey continues. You go deeper and deeper and try to see what underlies the concrete. There is a basic substratum in which everything exists, and the journey is to go there. So, in other words, what I am saying, we do not stop at the concrete, but it is quite useful. Bearing this in mind, Hinduism teaches us to try to recognize that law present in all places, in all things. I'm saying this, what I'm saying, in the context of a special practice that we carry out, especially in this month that is approaching, the month of Kartik. Kartik month, some declare, is the most auspicious of all Hindu months. Of course, every month is auspicious. But in the month of Kartik, we have so many wonderful celebrations. And just a simple one I want to bring to your mind, and it is the idea of Tulsi worship. Now you notice in Hinduism how we revere trees, nature, the rivers, the mountains, etc. We are taught to recognize divinity in those things around us. Not only in the murti, not only in the temple, Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. God pervades all aspects of creation, every atom in creation. As a matter of fact, whatever atoms and so on we have, they are within that Brahm itself. But that is not Brahm. Brahm is beyond all that. So, sometimes people think that, Hindus worship trees, and what the purpose of the trees, and what. It is conditioning us to recognize that divinity everywhere. So, Kartik month, today is full moon. Kartik month is going to begin. It's the month of Diwali, Govardhan Puja, Tulsi Viva, Mahe Karasi, Govardhan Puja, many auspicious celebrations in this month of Kartik. Now, the Tulsi is a very important plant. You want to call it a herb, whatever you want to call it, that has been deified, and we have heard this before, Sunday morning service. The power of Tulsi is its medicinal property. Now, we are advised that in the month of Kartik especially, Tulsi worship is highly recommended. Every Hindu home should have a Tulsi plant, at least one. You have more, better it is. And it is part of my experience that where Tulsi blossoms, there is prosperity, peace, comfort, happiness. Tulsi. The Tulsi plant in particular. Now I will start with this month that says, Mule tu sarvatirthani, Sakha tu sarvadevata, Patte tu sarvayagyani, Tulsi tu namamiham. So this mantra is given to us. At the root of Tulsi, Mule tu sarvatirthani, all the holy places. Let's look at the mantra first, and then we'll understand what it means. Sakha tu sarvadevata. On the branches of Tulsi, you have all the devatas. Patte tu sarvayagyani. The leaves represent all the yagyas that we have. Tulsi tu namamiham. I bow to you, Tulsi Mata. I make prostrations to you. Now devotees, if you take it from a very simplistic perspective, then see how powerful a Tulsi is. But sometimes the mind itself tells us, how could all the holy places be at the root of Tulsi? How could all the devatas be on the branches of Tulsi? We look at it in a physical sense. So just to put it to my understanding, you worship Tulsi, at the root of Tulsi, the merits that you will get by going to all the holy places, by worshipping the root of the Tulsi, you get the very same merits. Now the sages are familiar, they are aware of the fact that not everybody will have the resources to go to all the holy places and so on. We have people of different level in society, financially, etc. We will not have the wherewithal to go to all these holy places, Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati, etc. But in our own homes, we can carry out the worship. And this is one of the understanding I have when they say, Bait asan jama karke. You know, bhatakata, we keep saying roaming all about. Those who have the finance, you roam. But you're not going to find God. You're not going to find God. After roaming everywhere, pilgrimage is very good, helps us to overcome imperfections of the mind. But then you settle down, and you have to stabilize, and therefore you're in a better position. Now because of having gotten rid of impurities, your focus becomes different. So everything is right where we are. Now notice I'm not saying don't go for pilgrimage. The need for that, you go, but what happens? As I said, you have to undergo certain experiences, and then you withdraw and come and settle down. So settling down would mean wherever you are, everything is right there. And we have said time and again, Yatha Pindi Tatha Brahmandi. As in the microcosm, so the macrocosm, everything is within the human body. But let's come back to the Tulsi devotees. Not everybody could go to Ganga, Kashi, Rameshwaram, wherever. That Tulsi, with a simple belief, love. We say, it is said that, you clean Binidi Tulsi plant, you leap it. So now this is something else again as we go through life. And in the present world, we have some situations. Gobar. The younger ones want to know, why are we touching Gobar? What is Gobar? Now, even the older Hindus who have been practicing for years, there is an obsession and a mindset with Gobar. We have explained this before. I have said, it's not any kind of Gobar. You have to get the Bacha Gobar, the young cow's Gobar. And it must be fresh. And why? Because it has been proven that this possesses antiseptic qualities. So the reason for using this is to purify this water. So it's not just getting any kind of gobar, because I have come to realize that some places are selling gobar now. You freeze it. When time to use it, you microwave it. God bless the man who make microwave, but God curse him too. Because everything is microwave. Devotees, when you do that, you're destroying the qualities of the gobar. And perhaps you may not realize that a lot of cows are being given feed to eat. And what the feed is made out of? Many times it's made of cow. Same cow, they prepare the feed. So cow eating cow. And when you get that gobar, it is by no means pure. Not at all. So, long ago, ancient times, everybody had cow. You had the bacha home, so you get the bacha gobar. Now that is not so. We have a problem. Right? Many pujas, people go and get gobar. I have to ask, is it fresh? Some say, yes, Baba. I have to ask them, you ask the cow? How you know it fresh? Now the thing is that it's not to be difficult, but if you're using something, it must have its effect. Simple. So if that gobar is not fresh, doesn't possess the qualities we are talking about, antiseptic, to destroy germs, then why you use it? Why you use it? And I'm saying, if you don't have gobar, okay, time, place, circumstances. Canada, United States, so many places you do puja, you don't have gobar. Unless fella decide to get some from Trinidad and freeze it and microwave it. Devotees. So we have suggested the objective, you see, this is why I keep saying we must understand the reason for doing things. The objective of leaping is to clean the body, to purify it. And if that which we have is not working, like the gobar for instance, or inaccessible, we have suggested that people use hardi. The home hardi, the green hardi, the unprocessed one. You can grate it, right? Grind it up, use that. That is a very good cleanser. And if you ask the ladies, they know well. They may not know it as hardi, they may know it as turmeric. You get Vicco, or whatever they call it, and they put on your face and so on, cleansing. When you get married, they rub hardi on you. What do you think the purpose of all that is for? Cleansing. So, with the shift of circumstances, hardly accessible are these cows and butcher especially. Therefore, there is a substitute. Hinduism can survive anywhere. So we use the hardi to clean the bedi. And here we come back to the tulsi plant. Even if you want to use here, that tulsi, yes, you can use the hardi. So remember the purpose of it. And the Gauri we use in puja. Gauri, people say gobar. So some use the same old kind of gobar. You can use a supari to represent the Gauri. It is better to do that than use stale gobar that will have bacteria in it. It defeats the purpose. Okay? So the young people must understand that also. But the older ones, we the senior ones must also understand that if you cannot get that fresh gobar, don't be carried away and just get any kind of gobar. It is not the right thing to do. So, tulsi plant, we leap under it, whether with the hardi, whether with the gobar, whatever you can get. Or if you can't get anything, just leap it just like that, clean it. You prepare a place to put the tulsi. And the vote is, we notice every day when we offer jal, we are supposed to offer jal on that tulsi. Now notice I say every day, not on Thursday only. Many people offer jal once a week. I think Vasa give them water once a week. So only Thursday you offer jal. Jal offering is every day. And we offer tulsi. So, depends. But this puja can be done in the evening, morning. Whether in the evening or morning, same thing you do. Evening time, people have more time. So you clean under the tulsi plant. You offer your water, simple puja. You can put a little bit of water, put the chandan, perfume, incense, flowers, and light a diya. As a matter of fact, I wonder how many Hindu homes have diya lighting home by the house every evening. Now these are things that our ancestors practiced years, that has brought us to where we are at this point in time. And many of us, we are so elevated, these practices, we throw them aside. There's no need to do that. No need to do that. That's you. That's up to you. All right? You have choices. The point I'm making, from where we were to where we are, these practices of the ancestors have helped and brought us to this point. Why are we throwing it away? Is it that we have become smarter? More elevated? Were our ancestors fools? I don't think so. I don't think so. The vote is, you light that diya, and light symbolizes prosperity, peace, success, all good things. Not only in the individual, but in the home, where that diya is lit. When you worship in this way, you worship all the devatas. Remember I said, Sakha tu sarva devata, all the devatas. So symbolically, that worship is done, carried out to worship all the devatas. All the yagyas, tulsi, the leaves of tulsi, the power of yagya. And when we decide to eat tulsi leaf or make tulsi tea, you go back to when we do a yagya and havan is done. What's the purpose of that? To feed the gods? Superficially, that is, but not so. When we do havan, whatever we use in the havan, the mantras we say, the ingredients we use, that whatever is received afterwards has medicinal property. So the yagyas provide solution to life's problems. So when we say tulsi tu sava yagyani, patti tu sava yagyani, all the leaves represent the yagyas. By worshipping that tulsi, by partaking of tulsi leaf, the merits you get from that havan that you do, from long mantras and so on, all the different ingredients, that goes inside and purifies us. Well, as a matter of fact, whenever I initiate anybody, I tell them, I say, this once a week self, put some water in your palm of your right hand, put tulsi leaf, chant your mantra, and drink that water, eat the tulsi leaf. Not because I want to tie you down, you know. There's a power in it. And if we to ask how many people do that, that's another question and another situation there. You see, these things that work for us, we tend to throw them aside. We are caught up with Western garbage. Not everything in the West is bad. But devotees, not because I pick up something here, I must throw away something there. That which worked over the years and which will continue to work if we apply it in the right way. So devotees, to put it simply, Tulsi Puja is highly recommended. And we are told, you worship Tulsi Mata, that's divinity Devi. So I just put to you briefly how I interpret it, right? All the holy places merits by the root, all the devatas on the branches, all the yagyas, the leaves, when you worship, merits come to you because of all that. You wouldn't know. But simiti simiti jalbharita lava. Step by step, drop by drop, it builds up. And devotees, since I was maybe 4 or 5 years of age, I want to talk too much about myself now. But my parents blessed. My mother made me light there every evening. Now I didn't understand all these things then. I got prayers from my father. And every evening, no matter where I am, I have to come back and light there, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock now we're busy. Right? All about. I know times change. We can find some point in time to do it. But what I'm mentioning, I grew up with this. I grew up with this. And I can tell you the power of it. When we started with Pravishinagar Kije Sabakaja, Hirday Rakhi Kaushal Puraja, where do you think I got that from? Now I could have read my Ramayana since I was 4 years. But I couldn't understand anything. Naturally, a little boy. I could read the Ramayana, I could sing it. Right? When they put the Ramayana on top of the Vihal reached me here. So short I was small, but you could read. My father gave me these powerful chaupais. And later on, when I could read a bit more, then I saw where they came from. The beginning of the Ramayana. Not within the Ramayana itself. Gopal Das fetched out these chaupais. And as I continued to read, then I found where the chaupais came from. But where it all came from? Father. So, there was a kind of routine that we had. You see, every morning, I chanted this. And every evening, when I light that Diabari Tulsi tree, I would stand up, as a putana kana dhuti like na, how best I could tie it, and stand up, and if anybody watching me, better to stamp on 1 foot. You know, when you're small, you get carried away. Right? You want to create impression, say, watch and see who watching you. And loud, Namami Bhakta Vasaram Kripalu Shila Komalam. That part of Ramayana, that Ati Rishi pray to Sri Ram. Papa told me to read that. And good brain you have. In a short time, it remained in my head. And I would chant that loudly every evening. So this is the kind of practice we grew up with. Not for anything otherwise, but they disciplined us, you have to do this. And devotees, I can tell you, little bit the power of these things. It's not by guess these things are given to us. And when parents make this sacrifice and get the children to do this, when the children do this, who benefits? When we do these actions, we are the ones to benefit. We are the ones to benefit. And the question is, do we dare to be different? So these small, simple practices, but remember, I'm telling you that they have deeper meaning. You carry out the rituals. But the rituals themselves carry certain vibrations with them, and they impact upon you. Try it out and see. Don't try it, do it. So everybody should get a tulsi plant. Some people in their place, they have concrete jungle. But you can put it in a pot, keep it in a safe place, take care of it. But devotees, tulsi, I will give you a small little bit of experience that happened some time ago. I lived in 5 Rivers. Dinesh will remember that. There was a lady of that side, devotees. She came to me one day. And her story was this. Her yard was filled with tulsi. Tulsi blossoming all sides. Things were really good with her. Everybody successful, financially, well good. One day, some person was passing by and say, "Hey, neighbor, no? Your tulsi looking well good. Give me a plant, no?" The lady said, "Baba, I told her, take it. I told the lady, take it." And she pulled out one of the plants and carried it. And from that day, what I observed, by evening time, next day, tulsi began to dry up. And as the tulsi dried one after the other, things started to happen in my house. Financially, everything started to fall apart. And to compound situation, my husband got sick. When all the tulsi dried and everything else, husband gone. You know what I mean gone? He died. Everything went to nothing. Everything went to nothing. As tulsi dried up. Devotee, she had to go through all this pain and, that belief. In time to come, she got back a tulsi plant and she began to worship. It's just to let you know this thing about tulsi. My own experience. And I hate to see tulsi being uprooted and whatever else. I want to see tulsi valued, treasured. Devotees, I have my reasons. So I'm telling you, it's up to you. This is not, I say, primitive kind of Hinduism. It all deals with vibrations, energy. So, not only for the month of Kartik, but every day, every Hindu home, you have a jhandi, you have a tulsi tree there. If you don't have a tulsi, that place, what is like? There is a heaviness about it. Plant that tulsi, light your diya every evening. You could do it morning too if you want to. Every day, pray to Tulsi Mata. And devotees, with the passing of time, this is something different happens to you. And those of you who have been advised to use the Tulsi, don't forget to do that. Tulsi is very, very powerful. It does something for us. So devotees, I want you to pay attention to this. I can just advise. As I said, I can do it for myself. And I try to do it for myself, even up to now. Even up to now. Old man, I still remember my father. Still remember mama. The practices they gave to us, invaluable. Invaluable. And this is why I share it with others who may not be so fortunate to have the kind of parents I had. So make sure, try very hard, inculcating the children to do this. You're not doing them any disfavor, you're doing them a great favor by building them up in this way. They focus differently. Attitudes become different. Okay? And the young ones who are here, I don't think you should wait for your parents to force you to do it. Do it yourself. And what is wrong? If I want to have my own tulsi, you ain't talking to your brother? I have my own tulsi, you have your own tulsi, no problem. Plant your own tulsi. Afterwards, I'll go talk. Tulsi brings about peace within the home, success, fulfillment. Okay? So devotees, this month of Kartik, full moon today, Kartik is going to begin. Very, very auspicious month. Somewhere, find somehow. I'm amazed where in United States and so on, right? Canada. Many people, even winter time, they have the tulsi, who grow up with these practices. They try their best, they put it inside, they put the heat in it in winter time. But they want to have their tulsi with them. This is our tradition, our practice. It is not superstition. I am the last man to believe in superstition. From experience, we know the value. So devotees, that practice, get into it and you will see. I mentioned you can pray whatever is in the heart, but I always feel that, you leave everything to the divine. The divine knows best. I'm worshipping Ma. Whatever is best for me, let it be done. Best for me. I don't know. I really don't know what is the best for me. You know. So, attitude, how you pray. We all have desires, but we don't know if they're good or what. You know, Mother. Mata, you know. So we have just worship Devi, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Tulsi. Tulsi. Very important. Okay? So just to close up this devotees, I want you to pay attention as you go through life. Certain things happen. And we have to make choices. So, you know, when Sri Ram, Sita and Lakshman were in the forest, Karan Dushan were destroyed. But let me come to the exact point. Ravan had a sister whose name was Surpanakha. Some people call her Suknikya. I don't know how they get that name. But Surpanakha. Surpanakha, when she saw Sri Ram, she was struck with the arrow of Cupid. Or Cupid, which one it is. She felt a love for Sri Ram, but not a pure love, no? Lustful. So what she did, she transformed herself in a very beautiful woman. Very beautiful. And she went to Sri Ram in the forest. Oh, Sri Ram, God has made you with his own hands. She knows she's talking to God herself. God has made you with his own hands, and he has made me with his own hands. He make me for you. Marry me. She desperate. Yeah. Sri Ram said, oh, beautiful one. You see, I'm already married now. Sita is my consort. Look, Lakshman, he alone. Go by him. So he can't have something for Lakshman. Surpanakha went to Lakshman. So desperate this girl was. Oh, please marry me. Now Lakshman pick up the cue long time. What is this? The cue from Sri Ram. He said, well, why do you want to marry me? I am the servant, he is the master. You marry the servant, marry the master, go back by him. Devotees, when she went back by Sri Ram, of course Sri Ram wouldn't leave her. He said, I'm already married. Sita Mata was the block in her way. And she became enraged. He tried to attack Sita. And there they said, Lakshman released an arrow. They say cut off she nose and ears. I don't know how we do it, but disfigured her in some form. Yeah. So people talk about violence against women. But when women behaving so, we expect to happen. I ain't justifying violence, I'm just saying. Right? Watch. Lakshman. Now, she was in pain, disfigured, and she ran to Ravan. And whatever happened afterwards, we could always look at some other point. But the point here, this is what I want to bring to you. In life, there is that which is beautiful and very good. That is Sita. Beautiful and well good. And there is that is very beautiful, but not good. Surpanakha. Follow what I'm saying here? So there comes a point in time when we have to make a choice between that which is beautiful and good, or beautiful and not good. And most people are carried away by that which is beautiful and not good. You make that choice and just regret for the rest of your life. Not only in people, but in circumstances, in practices, in life itself. We have to, as we go through life, you have to bear this in mind. We have to be able to analyze what is good and beautiful. Don't take only what is beautiful. Because it is beautiful but rotten to the core. And what causes this? Sri Ram made a choice. Sri Ram represents spirituality. Lakshman, the power of concentration. When you have this combination, you don't get fooled at all by the different fancy things of this world. The fancy talk, whatever else. You look at what the reality is. You get to the principle of things and you practice. It is to our benefit. Many people fall by the wayside because they are attracted to that which is beautiful, not realizing it's not good. Follow? Even in life, all practices and so on. Different religion, different things are put forward to us to attract us. What is the reason for it? Why do you want me to join you? Because you care for me, or you want to use me, or what? I have to ask questions. You have to ask questions. And how do I analyze all this? As I said, spirituality. But there is something called the antahakaran. Manas, buddhi, ahankar. The inner equipment we are all blessed with. We need to start using it. Manas, buddhi, ahankar. Manas, it deals with ideas. So I get an idea. Let me do this. Let me use. Let me go to the temple. That's the idea. The buddhi analyze. Why should I go to the temple? The buddhi uses part of chit, what we call previous experience. When I go to the temple, I benefit. I learn mantras. I pray. An opportunity to socialize in a positive environment. Or, nah, I ain't going there. There are quarrel inside there. That old Baba can't take him on. Based upon your experience, you make your decision. And then you decide, I come or I ain't come. The ahankar, I went to the temple, I benefit. I didn't go, me okay. That's up to you. The inner equipment, the three function like this, but very, very spontaneous. If you become aware, you don't act just blindly, just like that. You always, the idea comes, manas, let the buddhi work. Let the buddhi work, analyze, based upon previous experience. And devotees, be careful. Don't make decisions in a state of emotion. You make wrong decisions. This is why you have to use antahakaran. And only you could do it for you. Others could influence you through emotion, etc. And you can make wrong decisions. So remember, beautiful and good, beautiful not good. I can determine the truth of things using the antahakaran. So all this must bear in mind as you go through life, and people, you're on your own. Nobody there with you all the time. And if you have doubts, sometimes you consider those, you consult those who have more experience, who don't have any particular hidden agenda. They can guide you along in life. But devotees, it all goes back to what the Upanishads say. There is the pleasant and there is the good. You do not do the pleasant, do the good. The good will always be pleasant, but the pleasant would not always be good. Life is about decisions. Decisions. And decisions you make, you have to live by these decisions. We make our own choices. Okay? So devotees, bear that in mind. And as we approach this very auspicious period, remember, you have choices to make. Every moment of your life, you have to make a choice. Choose wisely. And if, say for instance, you come to a point where you really, really don't know how, what, I'll tell you my secret. Many people ask me, when we have problems, we come by you. When you have problems, where you go? I will have problems too, Everybody has problems. Where do I go? You think I go by any Ubyaman? Any other Pandit? I go to my temple, I come right here, wherever. I sit down and I talk to Lord Shiva. My own mind. I communicate. I talk, quarrel, whatever it may be, to satisfy me. Something has to happen. And something has always happened to guide me along. You surrender to the right forces. Yeah. Everybody has to go through this. Everybody, without exception. Okay, devotees? So when things are down in life, things are going negative, for heaven's sake, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Everything is only for a time. Everything is for a time. Bearing in mind your own capacity to make decisions, have patience. And with patience, time is the greatest healer. Time provides the best solution to all our problems. Time. Okay? So devotees, the journey continues. We will end here for this morning. We will do a final bhajan. We will ask that Lord for His guidance, protection. We will make preparation for the final havan. Yeah? So devotees, this simple bhajan, simple, very, very meaningful, I don't know how many people remember it. But the simple case appealing to the Lord, Hey Jagat Pita Bhagwan, O Father of the universe, Hame do Gyan, bless me with the right wisdom, not knowledge, wisdom. Tu Ishwar Pyara, Duniya mein ek sahara. You are the only hope. The only hope I have. I depend upon you. Yeah? So I will start it. You all will continue it. हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान, तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा। बचपन में होशन आया, यौवन में पाप कमाया है। अब जाओ कहा ऋषियों ने मुझको मारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। दिल मेरा तो यह कहता है, तू मन मंदिर में रहता है। दिन रात भटकता रहा मैं, दर दर मारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। पापों से भगवान हमें बचा, वेदों का सच्चा भक्त बना। पापों से भगवान हमें बचा, वेदों का सच्चा भक्त बना। पाखंड झूठ से सब ही करे किनारा। मझधार में है बेरा मेरा, कृपा करा से है तेरा। नंदलाल पाप में बीता जीवन सारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान, तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा। दुनिया में एक सहारा, दुनिया में एक सहारा। पाखंड झूठ से सभी करे किनारे। So I'm praying to our Lord. You are the Lord of wisdom of everything. In this world, so many fabrications, so many falsehoods, so many negativities. Pakhand jhoot sabhi kare kinare. Take me away from all these distractions, O Lord. Let me have that one focus. Dunya mein kaun sahara? Who is your help in life? Who is one I depend upon? Dunya mein ek sahara. Tum. You are, O Lord, you are the only one I depend upon. The sole prop I depend upon. You see devotees? Pran Sakha Tribhuvan Pratipalak. Jivan ke avalambhan. That Lord is a friend of the soul. Tribhuvan Pratipalak, the protector of the three worlds. Jivan ke avalambhan. That prop upon which we should lean. If I depend upon a prop, but I keep saying that depends upon another prop, that depends upon another prop, when one prop falls down, all fall down. But if I depend upon that Lord who doesn't need any prop, how can I fall? How can I fall? Choice is ours. Shavika, little bit each time when I say Swaha, put a only fire, right? Ganganapataye Namah Swaha, Gauri Mata Swaha, Prithvi Mata Swaha, Panchlok Palivaya Swaha, Om Namo Narayanaya Swaha, ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा। सूर्यादि नवग्रह देवाय स्वाहा। ब्रह्म अग्नि देवाय नमः स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः स्वाहा। ओम क्रीं कालियै नमः स्वाहा। महालक्ष्मी माताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। श्रीं ह्रीं सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा। ओम श्री ईश्वरी देवी स्वाहा। परमेश्वरी देवी स्वाहा। शीतला देवी स्वाहा। महाअन्नपूर्णा देवी स्वाहा। श्री मंगला देवी स्वाहा। चंडी देवी स्वाहा। मनसा देवी स्वाहा। दशो दिक्पाल देवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। ओम सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। श्री हनुमते नमः स्वाहा। इष्ट देवाय स्वाहा। कुल देवाय स्वाहा। अष्टान देवाय स्वाहा। ग्राम देवाय स्वाहा। इतर कर्म प्रधान देवाय स्वाहा। 5 times again. वास्तु देवाय स्वाहा। 33 करोड़ देवताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। अनंत स्वरूपाय ब्रह्मणे नमः स्वाहा। ओम श्री गुरुवे नमः स्वाहा. All right. Put your rest on your palm leaf, yeah. Put up some wand up, yeah. All right. Just wash your hands and then put that one side for now. Wash your hands. Please all stand, devotees. We perform Purnahuti. Concentrate on Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayobhavaya Cha. Namah Sankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha. Shivaya Cha Shivtaraya Cha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamidah Purnamidam. Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya. Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. One side. Right. Offer water 3 times. Om Sarva Papaharang Dibyam. Gangeyang Nirmalam Jalam. Achmanang cha maya dattam grihitam purushottamaha brahmagnaye namaha achmanam samarpayami. We join together in Prarthana Arati. Bow to the flame, Savika. Bow to the flame. Alright. Okay. So you do Arati right? Around Murtis and when finish come back right here. Om Sajang Chavarti Sanyuktam Vahin Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Devese Tailukiti Nirapaham Deepam Samarpayami. Om Jai Jagadish Hari.
Jai Jagadish Hari. Swami Jai Jagadish Hari. Swami
proceed to conclude, devotees. Take flowers, Sarika. Shiva Hare Shiva Ram Sakhi Prabhu Tribidh Tap Nivaran He Vibhu Aja Janeshwar Yadav Pahi Mam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Mevaram Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Mevaram Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Mangalam Garudvaja Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalayatanu Harihi Om Avahanam Na Janami Visarjanam Pujang Chaiva Na Janami Chamyatang Parmeshwara Parmeshwari Gachatvam Bhagwan Agni Swasthani Kunda Madhyataya Hutam Adaya Devibhya Shigra Dehi Prasidami Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Makasya Dukbhag Bhavet Mantrihinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Ganeshwara He Parmeshwari He Sadashiv He Janardan Ekapishwara Yad Pujitam Maya Deva He Devima Paripurnam Tadastumi Om Satoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pitah Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Boli Sri Gajanan Swami ki jai Ar Shakti Jagadamba Mata ki jai Umapati Mahadeva ki jai Pavan Putra Hanuman ki jai Uday Shah Jagannath ki jai Bolo Bhai Sab Santan ki jai Boliye Sri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai Boliye Sri Swaha Mata ki Shubhamastu. Blessings to all. Offer the flowers and bow.
Sitaram. I just have a few reminders of all the upcoming events for this month. Firstly, I would like to invite each and every one of you to join with us as we celebrate the auspicious occasion of Diwali on Saturday, 15th October. We will be having our Lakshmi Puja and a cultural program on this evening. Puja will begin at 6 p.m. Our Govardhan celebrations will be held on October 22nd. Devotees will have the opportunity to make their offerings on this day. As such, for the following 2 weeks, we will not be having our usual Sunday service. Once again, thank you for joining with us today, and we do wish you a safe journey back home. Sitaram.
Thank you, Praveen. Devotees, let me say blessings to Sarika. Alada Sarika is around sometimes, So we haven't seen her for quite a while, but it's nice. She was here last week to perform Devi Puja, and she's here this morning to perform Havan. Blessings, Sarika. I asked her if it's a birthday and so on. She said no. So just to give thanks. Blessings to you. It's nice to have you back in the temple. So we look forward to seeing you again. Continue coming. And devotees, you heard that next week, Saturday evening, we will be doing our Diwali celebrations. Now, I think the central theme in Diwali is Lakshmi Ma. And anything otherwise is a distraction. So, we'll be having puja. And if people say they forget about puja, something wrong. Something is very, very wrong. We are doing Lakshmi Puja, and we are going to focus on Lakshmi Mata. This course will be along that line. There will be a short cultural program. Some of the younger ones in temple, or even the older ones, may be able to express themselves. We'll light a few diyas and so on. Nothing very elaborate, but it's very simple. But the whole thing is that we keep saying, what we do, we try to internalize it. So we like to invite everybody for next week, Saturday, and by 8 o'clock, half 8, I think we should be finished. Alright? So next week, Sunday morning, no service. I think Parveen made a slight error when she said the 24th is, the 22nd is Godam Puja. Godam Puja will be the day after Diwali, which is the 25th. Alright? So next week, Sunday, no service. The following Sunday, which is the 23rd, the day before Diwali, I don't think it would be very prudent to have service that morning. Even if we have service, people will say they have to stay home to clean up house and thing. And that amazes me, because if you have to, the amount of cleanup you have to do that day before Diwali, I would like to think in my own thinking that you didn't clean up a long time from before. The amount of cleaning you had to do the day before Diwali. But we give you the time. Alright, so the day before Diwali, the 23rd, no service. Godhan Puja, the day after Diwali. Puja will start around 5 o'clock. And by 8 o'clock, we should be finished. That focus is on Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Godhan. That wonderful katha. So we look forward to seeing you joining together with us. And then service will continue as we go along. Afterwards, we'll let you know. But remember, devotees, that when you come Saturday evening, some of you may be coming from 5, want to know. So when I will light media for Tulsi Mata, we've got to start to light from this evening, right? Hopefully. Light it before you come. Whatever time. Tulsi Mata always there. Sometimes, if I have to remind early, I light my day at 5 o'clock, so what? Tulsi Manu, I light it. Right? And then, I don't feel empty that I didn't do something I'm supposed to do. Psychologically, it doesn't affect me. I just to suit. So devotees, very, very auspicious month. And we want people to make as much sacrifices as you can to gain as many merits as possible. This is the chance that we have. Okay? So, make up your mind and sacrifice. All this is part of the yagya. Okay, Dharam? Alright. So you can stand up and tell everybody. What you tell them? Make me hear from here to here. Tell them hard. Sitaram Sakal Vansh. Blessings, devotees. Inclement weather. Be careful. Have a safe journey back home.